Welcome everyone to episode 2 of Coffee Break with Your Web Chick Live. Today I'm going to be talking about Facebook contests because it seems like there's some confusion out there when it comes to running contests on your Facebook page. At least in my local community, people that I meet at networking events have a lot of questions about Facebook contests. So I've got my tasty beverage and I'm ready to go. This one, I love this this mug, not so much for the picture but for the sentiment. It says 100 years from now it will not matter what my bank account was or what kind of house I lived in or what kind of car I drove, but the world may be different because I was important in the life of a child. So that was true when my son was growing up, and now hopefully it's true now that I have some influence on my niece and nephew. So Facebook contests. Simply put, yes, you can do it. Whether you're trying to grow your audience or simply to give back to your existing audience, or like me, a little of both. Some people seem surprised when I tell them that it is indeed allowed on their Facebook page. The fact is, Facebook removed the requirement that promotions could only be administered through third-party apps over 3 years ago. Now, there are still some pretty important guidelines that you need to follow, and you can find these guidelines at facebook.com/page_guidelines.php, and then you'll find the guidelines under the promotions section. And it's pretty simple. It's pretty cut and dried. There's only a couple of things in that section, but they are very important if you want to run promotions on Facebook. So there are two things you must do if you are going to run promotions on Facebook. Number one, you have to include a complete release of Facebook by each entrant or participant. And this simply means that you have to include verbiage on the post that you're running the contest with, something to the effect of, by entering this contest, you agree to a complete release of Facebook from any and all liability in connection with this contest, or something like that. Number two, you also must acknowledge, you must include an acknowledgement that the promotion is in no way, and these are I'm quoting, that's why I'm reading off a sheet here. The promotion is in no way sponsored, endorsed, or administered by, or associated with Facebook. Facebook wants your page fans to realize that they have nothing to do with the contest. It clears them of any liability if something should go wrong or if someone complains. Facebook can go, hey, it's not our contest. So what you can do, you can administer your contest directly on your page, or you can still use a third-party app if that's what you want to do. Some people just think it's easier because those two requirements, the release and the acknowledgement that Facebook is not sponsoring your contest, the third-party apps, they have that all built in when you use a widget app. You can collect entries by having users post on the page, like a comment, or if you want to have them post pictures in the comments section, and you can also you can also collect entries by having them like a post on your page. That is now allowed. You can collect entries by having users message the page if you have that enabled on your page. And you can utilize likes as a voting mechanism. So if you wanted to post two different images in two posts, you can have people like one of the posts, you're voting, and also enter the contest. Here's what you cannot do. You cannot utilize personal timelines or friend connections to administer promotions. Now, what that means is you cannot say, share on your timeline to enter. You cannot say, share on your friend's timeline to get additional entries. You cannot say, tag your friends in this post to enter. Tag your friend in the comments. That's a no-no. You also cannot ask people to tag themselves in an image on your page that they don't appear in. Facebook wants tagging to be accurate. So if they're not in the photo, they're not allowed to tag themselves in the photo. You're not allowed to ask them to tag themselves in the photo. Now, yes, I know a lot of you are thinking, but I see people doing this all the time on Facebook. I see people telling people to enter, tag a friend. Yes, there are pages all over Facebook that do not follow the guidelines, and they do so blatantly. I'd like to think that it's because the majority of them don't know any better. Hopefully, maybe they'll get to see this video and they'll change their ways, because it doesn't make it right that they're doing it. Just because everybody else is doing it doesn't make it right. And the danger is that they could wind up in Facebook jail if they were to get found out. What's the likelihood? What are the chances? I don't have those statistics. I don't know what the chances are, but you have to ask yourself, is it worth the risk? Because not only could you wind up in Facebook jail and have your posting privileges temporarily limited, Facebook really could shut your page down if they wanted to, probably. So, now that I've reviewed the guidelines, I'd like to mention a few third-party apps that I've used and I personally like when it comes to administering Facebook contests. If you want to use a widget-style app that will pick your winners for you, these all have a free version. Rafflecopter.com and giveawaytools.com both allow you to export the names and email addresses of your entrants. So if you're trying to grow a list, these are really good tools to use, because you are able to access that data and then you can do something with it afterwards, besides giving something away. So that's a plus. And Rafflecopter and Giveaway Tools also offer one-click installation to Facebook. So basically it's a button or a link, you click it, and boom, it pushes your promotion to your Facebook page in a tab. Another one that I like is Gleam.io, Gleam.io, and that also has one-click Facebook installation, but it only gives you access to the data for winners. Obviously, you have to be able to contact your winner so you can tell them they won, but they don't give you any of the other email addresses of any of the other people who entered your contest. So it's great because you have Gleam.io gives you a lot of different ways that people can enter your contest. They can tweet and do all kinds of different things, and I think there are more options on Gleam than there are on Rafflecopter and Giveaway Tools. But again, they don't give you access unless you upgrade to a paid account, which I think starts at $13 a month. And finally, there's Agora Pulse. That's contest.agorapulse.com. And that's great for timeline contests. In other words, it runs right through your timeline. You don't really have to do anything extra for it. There's no widget involved. You don't have to install it to your Facebook page. You just tell Agora Pulse which of your posts is running the contest, and Agora Pulse counts your likes, tracks your likes and comments, or just your likes or just your comments. That's all in your settings. But Agora Pulse tracks all that for you and then picks a random winner from among your likes and or comments. Now, there's no way for you to collect email addresses with Agorapulse. So it's really great if you just want to, do a quick giveaway, no worries, no, hassle, just a quick giveaway. You want to give something away, but not good if you want to collect email addresses for an email list that you're trying to grow. So, in summary, you can run Facebook contests on your Facebook page. You no longer have to use a third-party app, although you can if you want to. You must clear Facebook on the post that runs the contest. You must clear Facebook of any liability related to the contest. You cannot ask people to share the post on their timeline. The summary statement is really, you're not allowed to administer promotions on, hey Joanne, thanks. You're not allowed to administer promotions on personal timelines. So anything that would have people using their personal timeline to promote your contest is a no-no. Now, if they take it upon themselves to share the contest, that's not going to get you in trouble. But if you are asking them to share the contest as a means of entry, that's a no-no. So you can't ask them to share, and you can't ask them to tag themselves or their friends on the post in order to enter the contest. And the tools that I like for administering Facebook contests are giveawaytools.com, rafflecopter.com, gleam.io, and for really quick giveaways, I think my favorite is Agorapulse, and that's contest.agorapulse.com. And I'll put all these links in the comments after I finish broadcasting live so that you guys can have easy access to those resources. So thank you for tuning in. It was great to have you. If you're watching on the replay, thanks for watching also. Please tune in on Thursdays at 2:30 for the next Coffee Break with Your Web Chick Live. And I will see you soon. Take care.